3 ways that the divine masculine and the divine feminine can love one another. Hi, my angels, welcome back to my channel. So I really felt like I wanted to create on this topic. Soulmates, divine counterparts, twin flames. Drop me a comment, let me know who's here with me. And this video is not for everyone. This is for my divine feminines, my divine masculines, those who are coming into union or are in union or even in separation. And it's so beautiful because when we talk about conscious relationships, a conscious love connection, someone that your soul recognizes, this is something that is so deep and it's so sacred. It's different from regular relationships in the world, because if you consider yourself a divine feminine or a divine masculine, you're on your spiritual path and you're taking it seriously. You have a certain devotion to the divine in this world, and you don't have to. And so I applaud you. I love you for that. The world needs you in every way. You're staying true to your soul. You're in alignment. And the universe, God, the divine does something really beautiful when you're on a spiritual path. Sometimes you will stumble across your mirror reflection, a really special connection where the both of you know that this bond you guys share, or this love connection, this romance, this friendship, this attraction you feel for each other, it's more than skin deep, but it's also has so much spiritual purpose for you. Because if you think about it, when you're on a spiritual path, your soul has chosen to grow in this lifetime. So when it comes to romance or partner, you're going to need someone who's on a similar path to you, but also is going to challenge you. So what are 3 ways that we want to remember? Besides the romance, besides the deep attraction, okay, I know they look so good, they feel so good to you in every way. Your soul is singing, your heart's overflowing, you're so excited, you're so ooey gooey in love, and it's spiritual, it's deep, it's more than skin deep, which is so amazing and fulfilling and satisfying. However, I want us to remember that spiritual connections, they also are going to come with the duality, the darkness, the challenges that regular relationships would face. But the difference is that we're meant to have an awareness for spiritual growth. Okay, so what are 3 ways that we can love each other properly when it comes to conscious relationships? The first thing I want you to remember is to respect the connection. So this connection that you share with the divine union, it's sent directly from God. This soul was sent to you with purpose, so you want to honor the connection. You don't want to let your ego take over, even though sometimes we can be in our pride or feel normal human emotions. At the end of the day, we still have to respect the connections. You need someone who can match your vibe, who can match your state of awareness, who can match your vibration and all of the growth that you've done up to this point in your life. And when you are connected to your divine masculine or your divine feminine, they're exactly what you need at the perfect time. But it's not going to be without problems or without flaws. And it's beautiful because you get the chance to really embody love, versus the world will teach you to give up, to move on to the next, to be in lust instead of love. And so when it comes to a spiritual connection and you feel a deep pull to someone, there's purpose behind it. I want you to respect the connection. So how can you love your divine counterpart deeply? Ways that we can practice real love, honor the connection, and realize that it's sacred no matter what. And so treat it as rare, because it is rare. It's such a beautiful gift to connect with someone deeply and have a chance to grow together. get you to your higher self, get you on a path of light and love and something that's healing and cleansing to you on every level, that's going to keep you safe and like a beacon of light closest to your light body and your soul, here on earth, your ascension path. And this is what you signed up for. So this is not just some, oh, I think they're cute. No, it's something that we want to cherish, honor, respect, no matter what. So that's a way that you can actually practice love, is to not ever belittle the relationship or try to pretend that it's insignificant, but to actually honor it and revere it no matter what. When you're on as true, when you have two counterparts in this realm, there are going to be tests, spiritual warfare. Two are stronger than one. So when we talk about the divine feminine and the divine masculine coming together in a sacred union, that is such a potent, powerful force on this earth of love, truth, power, unity. It builds community. It's like a bright light, a lighthouse. And it's so powerful because all of the strengths of the of each counterpart coming together, it's whole. There's something for everyone. And it creates like a third entity, which is the relationship. So there's a lot of purpose behind it. Oh, how deep should we get in this video today? There's a lot of purpose behind it. And I just want you to never forget that. Okay, so this is how you're going to practice love for your counterpart and for yourself too. And it's going to keep you accountable on your own path when you realize who this other soul is to you and their purpose in your life. Okay, so what's the second way that the divine masculine and the divine feminine can practice love for each other? Allow them space to grow. Okay, just like we need grace and we need space to make mistakes and to take our time and to maybe learn things the hard way, life doesn't have, you're not here to do things by a certain time, and everyone's on a different path. And so you truly embody love when you can show this other soul grace and when they can show you grace. That's real love, patience, like the real fruits of the spirit. So when you just allow them to be them and love them anyways, and they love you anyways, that is the deepest sense of acceptance, appreciation, and just being free, because that's real love. Love is freedom. Just supporting each other along the way, supporting them, encouraging them. It doesn't mean you don't hold them accountable, but it just means that you are not in control. Okay, because you don't have to pull the reins. They're totally capable on their own, and so are you. Trust the divine. Your job is just to love and to allow love as well. So yeah, water each other and be there for each other. But the third way that we can properly love each other, ways that you can show your divine counterpart real love and true love in a sacred union, is to hold each other accountable. Because remember that the purpose of this union is spiritual growth. And so you have to be able to be real with each other and honest and never fake it. Because a lot of times when you love someone, you might not want to say the truth because you don't want to hurt their feelings. But you don't have to appease their ego. You have to nourish their spirit. And so that comes with honesty, realness, being patient, but also being honest, and just, that's real love in a world that teaches us to be fake or people pleaser or like sugarcoat things. Now, you don't have to say it harsh. You don't have to criticize or belittle anyone, but you just have to stay in the light. And so your first devotion, is to the divine, is to God. God put you guys together for a reason, and you're going to show them real love when you hold to the truth. and you truly practice love in every way. So this means no lies, no deceit, no deception, no sin. Oh, nah, get the mucky and the yucky out of here. You gotta like cleanse yourself, you gotta heal to grow. But also, every time you grow, you're gonna feel better, you're gonna be vibrating higher and like closer to your God body, your goddess body, healing everything, because we're all connected as humans, right? So a divine union is bigger than just the two of you and your romantic bliss. Like a divine union is serving a collective purpose. It's serving in the new earth. It's serving the ascension, the awakening on the planet, right? Shout out to the 144,000 who are here. And when you come across your divine counterpart, if you're blessed enough to do so in this lifetime, then I want you to respect and honor the union. I want you to allow them space to grow, be patient, and just love them through it, love yourself through it, each other, right? Practice that unconditional love, which is so hard to do in a world that's ego-based. We have to have an ego death. We have to release the ego and embody real love, and also hold them accountable, because we're here to grow spiritually. And so it's about how you do it. And remember, love is the foundation and the basis. Remember that your souls, this is probably not your first lifetime together. This is not your first rodeo. You've done this before. You might do it again. And so you guys have ancient ties to one another, and you chose one another because of certain strengths maybe you have. They're exactly what you need. Where you fall short, they rise up. You like melt together perfectly, and you heal each other perfectly without even trying. But at the same time, you're going to grow. So sometimes it might hurt, it might be difficult, but stay close to the divine. Keep trusting, keep having faith, keep practicing love, and your heart's gonna overflow like with happiness, because they're like your perfect match. So these are the three ways that the divine masculine and the divine feminine can love each other properly and come together as leaders of the new earth. Drop me a comment. I would love to know who's here. I'm sending you so much love, power, healing on your journey. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in my next video.